Ever heard a name like Siobhan or Todge and thought, wait, how do you say that? Well, you're not alone. Irish names are known for their unique spellings and beautiful sounds, but they can be a bit tricky. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of Irish names, exploring their meanings, pronunciations, and the rich history behind them. Get ready to be charmed. Let's start with a classic, Saoirse. You might know it from the amazing actress Saoirse Ronan. It's spelled Saoirse and is pronounced Saoirse. It's a relatively modern name, gaining popularity in the 1920s, and it has a powerful meaning, freedom. Isn't that beautiful? It perfectly captures a sense of independence and spirit. Next up, a popular boy's name, Oisin, spelled Oisin. This one is pronounced Usain. Oisin was a legendary poet and warrior in Irish mythology, the son of the famous hero Fionn mac Cumhaill. The name means little deer. Legend has it that his mother was turned into a deer, and she raised him in the forest for 7 years. So, Oisin is a name steeped in myth, nature, and strength. How about a name that has travelled the globe? Colm, spelled Colm, pronounced Colum. It's the Irish form of the Latin name Columba, which means dove. St. Columba, also known as St. Colmcille in Ireland, was a hugely important figure who spread Christianity throughout Scotland. He was a scholar, a poet, and a leader, so the name Colm carries a legacy of peace, faith, and wisdom. Let's tackle another one that often stumps people, Aoife. That's a Oife. It's pronounced Aoife. In Irish legends, Aoife was a fierce and famous warrior princess. The name is thought to mean beautiful, radiant, or joyful. It's consistently one of the most popular girls' names in Ireland, and for good reason. It's short, sweet, and packs a punch with its legendary backstory. Now for a boy's name that feels both ancient and modern, Cian, spelled Ciaran, and pronounced Cian. It's a very old Irish name that means ancient or enduring. In mythology, Cian was the son-in-law of the High King of Ireland, Brian Boru. It's a strong, simple, and timeless name that has remained popular for centuries. Finally, let's look at Niamh, spelled Niamh. This lovely name is pronounced Neev. In Irish mythology, Niamh of the golden hair was a queen of the otherworldly paradise, Tirnadog, the land of eternal youth. She fell in love with the hero Oisin and brought him to her magical land. The name means bright or radiant, and it truly shines with a sense of magic and romance. From Saoirse's freedom to Oisin's connection with nature, Irish names are more than just letters on a page. They are stories, legends, and a deep connection to a rich cultural heritage. Each one has a unique melody and meaning. So next time you hear an Irish name, you'll know there's a world of history and beauty behind it. Which Irish name is your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cultural deep dives. See you next time. This dual influence reinforces why they feel comforting today to many listeners worldwide, yet beauty remains subjective, shaped by memory and emotion. Even within scientific frameworks, researchers emphasize patterns, not absolute judgments about individual taste or cultural preference alone. Still, patterns help explain shared reactions across cultures. When hearing certain names spoken, Irish names often trigger calm curiosity and warmth during initial auditory exposure moments. These reactions mirror responses to music and poetry, which Irish culture deeply values. Ancient bards trained extensively in sound and rhythm as tools for memory keeping. Names inherited this musical discipline unconsciously through oral education and cultural continuity. Centuries, even everyday speech carried poetic structure within traditional Irish communities. Long before modernity, names were never isolated from language artistry, but formed part of it entirely. Science now decodes what culture preserved naturally through practice, habit, and tradition alone. Irish names sound beautiful because they evolved to be spoken slowly, clearly, lovingly. They were shaped for human mouths, not paper. During long oral storytelling eras, writing came later, preserving earlier sound decisions made by communities across Ireland historically. This explains spelling challenges for modern readers, yet also protects authentic pronunciation patterns. Beauty lives in sound, not orthography, as scientific studies clearly demonstrate today globally. Hearing a name activates emotion faster than reading. According to neural response research, Irish names succeed because they prioritize listening within their linguistic design history itself. This design was unconscious, yet remarkably consistent across regions, clans, and historical periods. Different regions produced variations, maintaining shared musicality within the Irish language family overall. Ulster, Munster, and Connaught names share core sound traits. Despite regional pronunciation differences, these traits appear in vowel length and stress placement across many traditional names. Science measured these elements using acoustic analysis and computer-modeled speech responses carefully. Results consistently favored Irish naming patterns over randomized phonetic alternatives tested during experiments. This does not diminish other cultures' beauty, but highlights Irish linguistic strengths. Specifically, every culture carries sound strategies shaped by history, language, and environment over time. Irish history emphasized oral continuity intensely due to law, poetry, and storytelling systems. This emphasis shaped names as audible heritage passed between generations. Without written dependence, names survived conquest, language pressure, and migration because their sounds remained beloved. Remembered, beloved sounds endure longer than political systems. According to cultural memory theory research, science now echoes this historical truth through data, charts, graphs, and peer review. Irish names feel beautiful because they survived being spoken, loved, remembered, and repeated. They were chosen again and again by families who valued sound and meaning. Choice reinforces beauty through cultural selection, much like music passed through generations unchanged. Unpleasant sounds fade, beautiful ones persist, according to both science and history alike. Irish names pass this test repeatedly across centuries of social change and adaptation. Thus, science highlights their enduring appeal. Rooted deeply within language, memory, and culture, this appeal feels timeless, not trendy, because it emerged slowly over many generations. Modern parents sense this when choosing names for children, often without knowing why. They respond to sound before meaning, guided by instinct, emotion, and familiarity combined. Science simply provides language for this instinct. Through research, measurement, and analysis today, Irish remind us sound shapes identity as powerfully as history, and bloodlines. Identity is felt before it is explained through names, voices, and family memory. Names act as audible heritage markers, carried by people across time and place. Science listens, while history remembers what human culture already knew. Through experience alone, Irish names sound beautiful because they were never rushed by modern efficiency demands. They grew slowly alongside language and people, sharing time, memory, sound, and identity. This slow growth shaped enduring harmony within their spoken forms across centuries past. Science now hears that harmony clearly through modern tools, measuring sound perception responses. Listening carefully reveals history embedded in sound within every spoken Irish name today. This is why Irish names feel beautiful worldwide to so many different listeners. They carry science, culture, and memory together within their gentle, melodic spoken forms. So what does this mean for modern identity and ancestry linked through names? Names quietly connect people to language and land even after migration and change. An Irish name carries echoes of ancient voices spoken across fires, fields, and homes. Those voices shape sound long before writing recorded history. Through daily speech practice, modern science simply helps us hear them again with fresh understanding and respect. Choosing an Irish name today repeats an ancient pattern of sound, memory, and continuity. Parents respond to beauty shaped long ago by language, community, and shared experience. This response is human, universal, and timeless, regardless of scientific labels or studies. Science does not create beauty. It reveals patterns already present within culture itself. Irish culture preserved those patterns through names spoken daily, by ordinary families everywhere. Even people without Irish roots feel the effect when hearing these names aloud. Sound crosses borders more easily than history books, according to cognitive research findings. This explains the global affection for Irish names found across many countries and cultures. They feel familiar, even when unfamiliar, because their sounds align with human preference, a preference shaped by biology, culture, and repetition over long periods of time together. Names sit at the intersection of science and story, where data meets memory. Irish names illustrate this intersection beautifully through their sound, history, and continued use. They remind us that beauty can be measured, yet felt deeply within human experience, measured through frequencies, rhythms, and responses, and felt through emotion, memory, comfort, and belonging. Both perspectives enrich a new understanding of heritage beyond dates, maps, and documents alone. Heritage lives in voice and sound, passed between people through everyday speech acts. Irish names preserve that living heritage by remaining spoken, loved, and chosen today. Science listening confirms their quiet power without diminishing their cultural mystery or depth, a power rooted in sound, memory, and continuity rather than trend or novelty alone. When a name sounds beautiful, it invites connection before any story is known. Irish names excel at this invitation through soft vowels, gentle cadence, and balance. That balance emerged slowly within Irish society, guided by language use and tradition. Society valued speech as a communal glue, connecting people, law, poetry, family, and faith. Long before science, Irish culture practiced this knowledge through tradition, habit, and use. Today, research simply joins the conversation, listening carefully to what history already said. Listening reminds us that identity is heard, not just seen, through voices, names, and sounds shared. Irish names speak softly, but persistently across time, migration, change, and generations past. Their beauty lies in survival and sound, woven together through history and memory. Science now hears what families always felt when speaking these names aloud gently. That feeling connects past, present, and future through a single spoken name, a moment. Names become bridges across centuries, linking ancestors, descendants, language, sound, memory, and belonging. Irish names exemplify this bridge clearly through their measured beauty and entrance today. Science affirms beauty without diminishing mystery, leaving room for emotion, heritage, and wonder. Wonder belongs to names spoken with care across families, cultures, and generations everywhere. Irish names invite that care naturally through their gentle, balanced sound patterns today. They ask us to listen closely to how history still speaks through names. Listening reveals beauty shaped by time, culture, language, memory, science, and human experience. Irish names carry all these elements together within their soft, spoken forms today. That is why they continue to resonate across countries, cultures, languages, and generations. Resonance is beauty remembered and repeated through sound, choice, and shared human response. Irish names remind us that listening matters in understanding who we are and where we come from.